All right. I feel like today was a terrible. Wait, let me get a desktop audio back in. Okay, I feel like today was a terrible time to stream just because I've never streamed on a Monday, and I feel like people aren't really active on Twitch on a Monday. But today's the only day that I have free for this week, so I might as well just get it over with. I don't know why it took so long for thing to show up. I'm not playing Rivals today. Just wanted to figure out a few stuff to use as reference for our warrior woman character. Who's basically Wonder Woman, who is probably going to move a lot like Captain America. So I don't think I did a good job nailing it the first time round. I think I did the bare minimum. Okay, hold on. Let me put on some music as well. What's that? So I'm gonna quickly play around and just see if I can like get the bearings. I know you start with these fists, right? You start with one, two. Shit, that lasts for some time. You start with one, two, and if you don't hit any of these, you can't do the shield throw. But then you do one, two, and then you can do the shield throw up to like 5 times. I don't know if now I necessarily want that on, but I do know I want the shield throw as part of the melee combo. So I have it alternated right now. It's shield throw, melee in my game. But we're gonna switch it. And we're gonna like rework the controls and everything. Just need a message from Cryptic. What are you saying? This shit is in my way, bro. Why is it like this today? It seems I won't be. If you use melee, you can only punch and not throw shield. Does it work the same for? Yeah. Let's wait for them to spawn again. One, two. Yeah, so it's a completely separate ability. I hope that's what you were talking about anyway. And then you have a separate shield throw move. So hopefully I'm gonna try to do a charged shield throw as well, just so we can be a little bit more different than rivals. So let's get started. I think we got everything we need. Yo, pretty dope project, and you seem very experienced. Have you worked in the industry? I literally haven't. Like, this project is supposed to be my way of getting into the industry, so it's we'll see. Hopefully, we can get there with this project. What do you guys think? Are we gonna have a no crash stream? I hope the fuck so. Oh, it shares 1k so and then you could save the throws and a left click for when you want to use them. The thing is, I want the throws there as part of like a difficulty thing. I don't like it is nice the way it spices up the gameplay a little bit, but I don't want it to be the main core or the core bit. So we're gonna experiment, right? And we're gonna try different things. So what I kind of realized, I was literally in Morrison's or Asda, whatever. I was shopping and then it just hit me the solution to how Marvel Rivals actually did the stuff. I'm saying what they do for Cap. And you can save the throws on the left click. Can't lie, I'm not seeing the vision, but I think I'll get it when we start cooking a little bit. I think we'll get into more detail later. All right, so let's see where we're at with Warrior Women right now. Damn, it's gonna take a minute to load. This is the first time. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think part of it was me just understanding how to execute it. But yeah, I'm gonna like do it to my level of satisfaction or to the level I want it at. But I get your point. Totally valid. Yeah, because we're gonna do something different. We're definitely gonna do a charged shield throw, right? And I think that could be such a fire mechanic. One that's not been. Why is this off me? So obviously we have the aim down sights and Lee. It always lags like crazy when you just open the game. Everything's trying to load, but don't worry, the final performance is nothing like this. Well, unless you have an STD, I mean HED. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, let's turn her AI off. We're just giving her a reason to be up on us. Let's put this back on passive. Alright, so instead of doing a shield throw, melee, melee, I'm thinking we do a melee, melee, shield throw, and we keep that loop up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That way the combo looks a little bit more interesting. And we can still do the melee at the same time. And then we could potentially do like a hold down to charge with a nice little charging animation or effects or whatever. And yeah. Then there's rebinding the whole keys and everything. So this shouldn't be too bad. I think the best place to start would be with the primary fire, right? And I don't know why I saved that. Weapon. Yeah, warrior woman weapon melee combo. Oh, this is not it at all. Gotta say that I can't remember who suggested that we do this, but I'm glad someone did because Loki, I wasn't gonna stream today because I didn't know what to do. So I would have felt bored. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, fuck it. I think I could do the rework all in one day. I might as well. Alright, so the first thing we should do is probably just switch around the combo and we only need one of these ones. The end. So we got our melee, and then we have our shield throw. Try that quickly, see how that looks. Cool. That's gonna be the flow of it. Obviously, we need to now make it a little bit more, have more some like oomph, like Captain America ones does. And I speak properly. Like I'm just stuttering on all my words. God, this is terrible. Also, the range on this ability might be too crazy. All right. Let's save this. I don't think we have a good animation exported out yet, so let's do retarget. I managed to get my hands on a new shield pack recently. I don't think a lot of people would have clocked, but the warrior woman animations are completely different from like the versions I've shown on video. They just look a lot better. So here we need to find a good shield throw animation, and then we know we're ready. The problem with this one is it doesn't have a shield catch. So it does all this nicely, and it's got like some real weight to it. So unless by the time we throw it and by the time it gets to here, we already catch it, which might be asking too much, but I think this one is perfect. These ones have more impact, but knowing from how we do upper body animations, it's going to look pretty terrible. So let's put this up and use source bar suffix. So this part is going to be our combo section. The whoosh sounds nice. Let's put this in and we can worry about figuring it out. I hope my idea works because I'm breaking everything just for an unproven idea, but I think it's pretty similar to how we get the shield back in the first place. Whoa. It literally makes us stuck. I don't remember putting root motion on this shit. Like, why are you acting funny? Okay, so that's gonna be the flow for Warrior Woman. Oh, what's up, the Game of Jules? What is that, Game of Jules? Yeah, today we're just doing the Warrior Woman rework. I think there were some suggestions yesterday and in the Discord server, and it's been something I've been thinking about for time as well. So we started out with just changing the combo really. And so now we're just going to make it a little bit like, I'm still taking a lot of inspiration from Captain America in Marvel Rivals, but we're gonna have a thingy. She's a lot like Captain America now. Yeah. And then we're also gonna like try and make it like different too, which is a bit of a challenge, but I think it's gonna look pretty cool, and I think it's gonna really up her gameplay because she's sort of been a drab to play as. I think a lot of people want the melee to be the forefront, but I like that having the shield throw adds an extra element of skill to it. I think I might reward that skill with extra damage if he lands that shield throw properly. So now we just gotta sort out how we're gonna do that basically. I think all this is irrelevant. Okay, so this is the code we usually do to fire a projectile, but what I realized about Captain America and Marvel Rivals from our little playtesting, that it's actually most likely hit traced with a delay. So it's gonna be a bit technical to do, but I think what we need to do now is, oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed taking, I should have duplicated this. Who cares now? We're gonna just suffer and have fun fixing it. So when we take this out, we fire projectile. Obviously nothing happens. She's a lot like Magic plus Cap in my opinion. You pull them in with the lasso, lunge forward to slam into them, and then finish them off with the thingy. Yeah, that's 100% what I'm going for. A mix between Magic and Cap. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do is use a ray trace or a hit scan to figure out where we want to go with this. So I'm gonna do a capsule trace for objects. We can get actor, location. Oh, why am I terrible at this? Lyra character, actor info. Yeah, add to location. We get the control rotation, get forward vector. So you know, actually what I was gonna do today at the start of today was decide, I was thinking maybe I should work on like Green Lantern instead, because I was like super bored. I've been doing a lot of bug fixing and reworks, which is fine. It's not that it's not interesting, but it doesn't feel so much as a challenge. Like it doesn't make me want to get up and like stream and really like not put my all into it, but like doesn't get me excited. It's just fine. It's good work, right? Let's get, we need to do it maybe a meter forward from the character, and then we add the add to location, and then we also want to add like 55 so it starts a little higher. We want world static, world dynamic, Oh, I'm an idiot. I should just capsule trace for visibility. Thirty-two, 32. I don't think we need that for duration. All right, so instead of throwing the thing, it's going to show us where exactly we're trying to hit towards. That's if I've done this correctly. So 1, 2. Hello? Yo, is my code tweaking? We add star location. Even the start is a bit bad. Let's do something simple and see get actor forward vector and see where we're going wrong with this. Why is it starting from there? Am I blind? Am I missing something? This is nuts. Why is it starting from there? Yeah, I get Lyra character from thingy, get add to location. It's a little bit strange, I can't lie. Okay, so that's definitely where it should be starting from. I'm just realizing the thing is a bit too wide. Oh, wait, no, yeah, that's what I was doing wrong. I meant to get the forward vector and add it to this and add that. I was timesing everything by 100. Promise you, the answer is always something like a silly mistake that I'm making. That's better. All right, so what we're gonna do is basically once we get the hit result from that, whether it lands on a player or it just lands in somewhere in the world, we want to wait like 0.1 something of a second, and then we want to get that result and do another sphere trace there. So it won't be a true hit scan, more like a delayed hit scan, if that's making sense. So we're gonna promote this to a variable called hit location. And if we don't have one, we're just going to use the trace end. Then we're gonna set timer by event. And we're gonna call this damage check or collision check or something, but After this, are you gonna work on the UI for Superman's flight controls? I mean, if we have time today, we can do that, but it's something I can do, during the week, and it's something I can get done before the playtest. But yeah, good remembering because I keep forgetting about it. That's the thing about this one. Shield return check. We need to do this websites. Okay, and I think we can go a lot more simpler with this and do a sphere overlap for acts. Oh shit. Let's be. Oh, I don't like doing it this way. Hmm. I recently just learned of this little thing that Unreal Engine had, and people don't even know about it, but it's called targeting actions or perform. It's basically a targeting system. And I think this could just save everything. I don't want to have to rewrite a whole sphere check, sphere trace and everything. It's just really messy. So they had this plugin. I think they developed it a while back for 5 point something, but they've just been hella quiet about it. Like, I might even make a video about it because it's just gonna save me so much time, I hope. But let's give it a shot now. And targeting preset. That's what it's called, targeting presets. So instead of constantly rewriting your like sphere traces and your box traces, you just use one of these. And you can add your filters, but let's see how well it works now. So we're going to do a target selection task AoE, where we just have a sphere. We'll use projectile for this. Do we want block all? No, we just want overlap or world dynamic. Actually, we just want projectile, damageable actor, and we want the pawn. The only issue with this one is that you can't do a debug to check, right? Like we did with the other one, which kind of sucks. My question is, where does it do this though? Does it know to do this? Performs a thingy based on a targeting thing from a gameplay ability, but it doesn't have a source actor or source location though. That kind of ruins the usefulness of this. I've only used this once. I could combine these, but it's really annoying. I can't delete messages on from my phone. Which is like it's super jarring. Maybe I can delete it on restream, add to block list and I felt like that's gonna do nothing, but I think it takes the message away on YouTube, does it? No. Or on the actual chat. I can't tell. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. It needs to have a location. So we want world static, world dynamic, forms. Yeah, I'm putting projectiles there just in case we want to do something like, I don't know if there's a small, slow moving projectile and we throw it, or like one of Batman or Ninja Man's electric shurikens. Like, it's a rare case, but it's happened a couple times where I throw a projectile and it blocks the stun. So I think I'm gonna leave that in there. All right, so we're going to Lyra character from actor info. We want to execute gameplay parameter something. Execute gameplay queue. All right, so let's test this out without any damage stuff. Okay, I didn't see the sparks at first, but this is, yeah, this is clearly what we're going for. Whoa, did we miss? Is it just me, or are we missing a lot of these? And there's a pattern to it, right? 1, 2. But it's definitely colliding with something. This is weird. So the only reason it should spawn this thing is... The question is, like, why is it not... Oh shit, yeah, I just realized, yeah, we probably want to hide this one. So let's put this one down. And let's put this one up. Now, what do you mean this did not collide? What do you mean? There's no blocking hit. But this one does. This is a very like slight. Like, where are you firing from, bro? What do I have to like bump this up to like 5? All right, so that's working. I forgot to add in the control rotation section of it so we can actually get the right direction. We want to get this forward vector instead. That way we're going to be able to aim up. Okay, this is jarring. What do you mean you don't? You're basically there. I feel like a madman. Like, I'm just. What is this? But I could do something to maybe just increase the radius a little bit to like 48. But it feels like cheating, right? Like, it shouldn't be going this close to the wall but not hitting it in the first place. All right, I think that's a good step. So what now we need to do is just work on the damage. And as long as we got hits, what we could do is just probably do it for each loop. I'm gonna add this into a map with the thingy. Oh, I almost forgot. We just want to call this on the server, I believe, as authority. Otherwise, the client might be able to, I don't know, get some damage where it shouldn't have, something like that. That's about as good as I am at like multiplayer shit. That's basically all I know. Although if we have time, we might as well test this with multiplayer. Okay, so once we got that, we want to, for each, excuse me, ease is what I want to do. So for each actor we hit, we want to, actually, let's just save time. Let's just do compare teams. And then we could just do like a simple way to get damage by damage to get gameplay ability system. Hate this hit effects context thing. It's so jarring, but we need it. Context. Unset yet, basically. And when this is done, we need to clear victims. Continue. You know, I hate how like mundane and manual this is, just for me to have to constantly rewrite code like this all the time. I know there's probably some solution I should do, but not the type of thing I'll do today. It's just beginning to frustrate me a little bit. What damage did we used to do for a shield? I think her sword skill does 65 damage, so we'll use that for now. Why do these always show up? It's weird. Yo, that went far. What? Alright, I think that's pretty good. So now all we have to do is the effect, and like, I can't lie, I'm gonna be really proud of myself for getting this done well. Because I did my first version and it was close, but it wasn't that good. It was a way of doing it, but probably not the best. But I think this is literally, like, I think the way I'm doing it now is literally how Marvel Rivals handled it. And if I'm able to like one-to-one create stuff that professional game developers have done, then like low-key that puts me on their tier. And that is why I should be hired at like, I don't know, NetEase or something like that. Alright, so here's where it's gonna get tricky. We already have a way for it to return to the end location. Do we? What am I talking about? Wait, mesh target. How does this work again? Oh. Okay. To drive the movement of this, we use Spring Force, and Spring Force takes us to the mesh target. So we need to find a way to get this from the character throwing it to to a point where we like catch it. And we need to do this in about 0.8 seconds. Feels long. Okay, so this is probably where input position is where we want to go through, but we somehow want to switch this halfway through. So how can we... Bro, who wrote this? I do not want to touch that. Ugh, did I write this? Yeah, I must have. This is custom written. We definitely need the world stuff, but okay, so probably the easiest. We want to keep this mesh stuff, but then we want to have this target, and we want to keep both. So you know what? I might have been cooking when I did this. I need to change the name of this. I don't know how to. Can I like F2? Okay, there. So we have target location. All right, so assume that we have a timeline of 0 to 1. By the time it gets to 0.5, we want to already hit the target location and then switch to thingy. So we probably want to get some kind of float. Or I wonder if age is there, particles age. And then we want to see if this is greater than or equal to create a float, right? 0.5. Okay, so you can see the way it's moving. Like this might actually work. Chat, I'm so happy. Right? This might work because the timing of this would be perfect. So we're gonna go get the mesh and get the hands. But we're gonna get the hand and we're gonna find that location to spawn this from. Get socket location. Like this is actually gonna work. Hand, I think it's the left hand. And this NS warrior woman shield throw. Let's put manual or auto release or something like that. Sets vector parameter. I'm trying to speed run this. I'm so excited to see this is gonna work. We just need to get in this hit location. And then what do we want to do? Skeletal mesh? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we need to do this by name. Get skeleton. Damn. Oh, okay. No, we just need to do it like this. You know, I'm mentally preparing myself for this not to work. Like, this has got to work. I think the timing is going to be way off, but God, this shit did not work. Was there no target? God damn it. Alright, what did we do wrong? I think we're also forgetting it is valid for let's see if it's true it goes back to the mesh location. If it's false it goes to the target location, and that is if the age is greater than 0.5. Maybe it's not age I need to look for, but normalized age. I think that's the one I need. So the normalized age is going to give the age to us at like a 0 to 1 type of scale, which is probably what we need. You see, that's how we're going to get it bouncing from place to place. All right, this is the one. This is the one. I fucking feel it. This is the one. God damn it. What is going on? Unreal Engineer, low-key embarrassing me. This is not. Warrior Woman Shield combo. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Shit. Huh? Okay, we saw that one hit the. Like, you guys can you can definitely see it. All right, just for testing purposes, let's like increase the lifespan so it has more time and it's not like super quick. Apply this. Whoa, hold on. It's going, but it's not moving back. Now that I think about it. That it looks so fun. Yeah, the game feel is nice. Thanks for that. Okay, yeah, let's just test it just to make sure I'm not hallucinating and it is going to the point, right? We're just gonna aim for the sky and see where it goes. Yeah, we clearly see it move to the point. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Do I? Kill particles in volume. Yeah. So it's going to the target location and it's pretty much dying when it gets there. So I don't, do I need to write a different one for this? Hmm. New scratch dynamic input. Just gonna copy all this and plug this in here. Skeletal mesh. Never felt more clueless in my life. What is the software name? This is Unreal Engine 5.0 or Unreal Engine 5 basically. So I don't want to glaze it too much because this is what I use, but it's probably the best game engine. And that's a controversial statement right now, which sucks to say. But it is so good. Alright, 1, 2. Okay, this somehow got worse. No, 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 no. These are two different inputs, right? Oh, Alright, we'll take the kill thing off. But we also need to figure this out because it doesn't go back to the mesh target. If I try something like this, tightness. How about we just make it a constant? You see how fast it's moving, but then we have the issue where it just doesn't move back. Ideally, a position variable is maintained as a position from start to end with no conversion operations in between. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to do that. Sounds like a lot of work. I'm trying to think, is there maybe something else that we could do to prove that it's capable of going back? If we just have it go to 600, it's left. Okay, this is. Oh crap! I got rid of that. That is not good. Right, so this gives us a thingy between 0 to 1. So after a certain point, it should switch the location out, shouldn't it? I'm gonna swap these, just... Oh, I started this with so much positivity, and now I'm clueless. Okay, so here it's going from 0, 0 to like basically plus 88, which is about hand level from where our character is going to be like throwing the thing. But it's functionally like the same as if we're just doing this. So it just means it's not changing back. Is this a batch dynamic? I promise we're gonna get this sorted. We're gonna get this sorted. I know we have it in our system. Okay, I just have to have a little bit of faith right now that I'm gonna clock what I'm doing. I need to forget that I have an IQ nerf when I'm like streaming too. So I'm gonna keep that in mind too. I don't think it's this if put it back to how it was. Is there a way we can like track this value or something? Wait. Why do something like this? No, that's useless. But all this really just controls is the like the motion, right? It's the position that we're trying to change and just nothing. I can't debug. Okay, is this kind of promising? So fucking confused. What is going on? Start end location. We can plug this into. Can't do it without the map get and the parameter map. All right, I think it might be time that I need to give up and say that this might have bested me, just because I don't want to spend all day on this, which is super jarring. But we know that it does throw it to the location. So we can see it throw. Actually, let's do some work just to make this a little bit better. So we are going to, when we throw it, we're just going to hide the thing, the shield. And I think we do it by send gameplay event actor. And then to get it back, we just need to, not that one, but here, when it happens, I believe it's shield for catch. I'm not gonna go in and check it just because I feel like this is one of those fucking we ball moments. Like, I should be able to get it. I'm pretty sure this is the right thing. Oh my god. I don't even think it disappears. I'm legitimately terrible today. Every time I say fuck it, we ball, we do not in fact ball. We're always wrong. And you think I'd change my mentality by now, but I won't. No, hold on, look, yeah, shield throw catch. Which I think that's what we did. That's let's go back into here. Shield throw catch. There's no parameters needed. Alright, so I think I know what to do. I'll just delete these and instead of doing it there, let's do it inside the montage. That way we can get like a really good sense of timing. Yikes, this is a terrible one. So here's where it throws it, and here's where it catches. And that's about 0.5 seconds it has to do the whole thing. So I think it probably was doing it, but just... it feels like at a certain point we're having two shields, right? So I'm gonna try to do something to fix that. I'm gonna wait for a gameplay event, blah blah blah. Fire projectile, we just don't want it to do anything. And that's gonna be our shield throw. And when it's received, it's gonna do all this. So the timing now should be basically absolute. Huh? What does it keep colliding with? I feel like everything is taking the worst possible route to like do that. Okay, that's good. Why does... Okay, you can see that the movement is a bit like the movement of the shield is a bit weird, but it's kind of got a thing. I think it might be this, the strength. It just needs to... Because we're kind of seeing it linger a bit, and this feels more like a homing projectile type of thing. So maybe we just want to keep this at a constant. You can see the shield keeps going to somewhere. What? Where are you going, bro? What? Why are you going all the way there? You know, maybe it's a good thing. It's going to where we need it to get to. but it's not going back. Thought this was gonna be so easy. I'm so pissed off, man. What? It was supposed to be easy when I planned this in my head. It was supposed to be just a simple trick, a simple solution.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
We know the issue with this is that it only goes into target location, which is what we want for the first half. But it never bothers trying to switch the input position midway, and I just don't think that works. Maybe that's just something we can't do. Let me see. I'm gonna have to search this up. Niagara debug. But it doesn't really let you like look at variables, does it? And really and truly, we won't need to debug it if we know it's working. Right, and I'm thinking that the only reason is that all right. I'm going into like a super villain thinking pose. I'm really trying to come up with a creative solution here, but Yeah, that's enough of that cringe. Let's. Okay, hear me out. What if we just duplicate these, right? And we save one for the shield throw and one for the shield return, all right? So if, for instance, we know individually they work, but they don't work at the same time. So if we check this one to work on, let's rename this shield return. All right, let's like take these off for a second. We're gonna wait 2.5 seconds, and we're gonna have this. So this is gonna spawn in a little bit delayed, but we want the spawn location. Oh, this is gonna be tricky, but the spawn location needs to be the same as target location. I think we can do that. It is not spawning in at all. Is it not? Oh, God's sake, what am I doing? Simulation. Oh no, this is an offset. God damn it, guys. This is why you should never get into game dev. Everything is a fucking headache. Everything is this is a dead end at every turn. This is the worst thing I've done in a while. See, what I don't want to do is like take this and just spawn another one that goes from, because that's what I was doing. And while it does work, it just feels super unprofessional. Like I feel like there's a clear solution to this. And maybe it's just worth getting it to work normally, even if it's a bit like the performance has been fine. No one's complained about FPS drops or anything with this. So I know it's not a big deal, the way I'm doing it right now. I just, as a programmer, I feel terrible for not being able to get it done efficiently. But you know what? It's fine. Like, uh, would you add Aquaman at some point? I feel like Namor is already too similar to Aquaman because they're literally the same person, and I don't want to just recreate Aquaman in a sense or recreate Namor in a sense. But like, I could um I could do like Aqualad, right? Because he's got more interesting power set maybe, or like Mirror. I think that would be a more not interesting, but I wouldn't want to just copy Marvel Rivals, and I doubt I could implement something like a water-based character better than Marvel Rivals could. So I think, given that they're the same character, it wouldn't be anything new or refreshing. But I don't know. Maybe there might be a better idea in the future, or if someone suggests something that's like really cool, might be something that I catch on to. All right, so when this happens, we could just spawn system allocation. Basically, what we've been doing here. And since we already have this hit location, the only thing we need to put is these two. One would think I'd be smart enough to just plug this into there, but you know, I'm not gonna do that. What am I doing? This is the wrong place. Okay, so this isn't going to be the cleanest solution, but you know, no one really would notice, except from you guys in the stream. You guys would know that this is not the most optimal way of doing things, but it has to be done in this case. I don't think it's gonna work because I might have left some things ruined or switched it off. Where did that go? Okay, there's a lot going wrong right now, and we're seeing one of them glitch out and one of them is fine. I don't know which one is which. That one was perfect. And then that one started tweaking out in the middle. Oh, yeah, I need to push this back up to 50. So it actually goes to where it needs to go. I'm gonna put this to 600. Also gonna throw in the kill. I've really managed to just destroy everything I've worked on here. There we go. I started the stream so optimistically, and this is just a nightmare. Thing doesn't even show up anymore. It's probably because of the kill volume, because it starts at 0. But now, what on earth is it doing? Alright, let's watch it really slowly. That doesn't help at all. What are you... I've actually fucked this up so much. What? This is one of those don't get into game dev days. I can't promote it right now. Okay, it was at its best when it was like this. I'm gonna try... Alright, guy. Fingers crossed it should work right now. Or at least it just looks better. That's all I can hope for right now. I feel like we're not seeing it through. Come on, we're almost there. What is the issue here? Where does this one go again? We just need this one to go to target. So we could probably take off all of this and just put target into here. Can't believe it's almost taken us 2 hours just to do the most basic thing on our list, or the very first thing. This rework might take longer than I thought. I feel like it moves to the point, but it... Let's see, we're doing about 3,500. 3,700. So we don't even need to put this in. We just need to spawn it at the hand and throw it to the target. This should be easy, but... Oh, God, this is frustrating. All right, there's another thing we did to get a smoother movement in. I think it's doing this and then float from curve, having scaling this up at 80, doing the same. You guys can clearly see it going behind me, right? What's going on? This is so... All right, tell you what, I have an idea. Before we spawn this, we're going to slow down time a little bit. So set global time dilation to 0.3. Just gonna add a task wait delay, and this is the worst place. Endability. Well, now you guys know why I try to avoid doing new things on stream, because it just makes me look like a crazy person. The slow-mo looks so cool. Yeah, it's definitely not throwing. It's returning perfectly fine, but it is not throwing. Alright, let's go back to the reference. The return looks great, so we can use that as a reference, basically. Where you at? Return, there we go. Oh, 80 and then 8. Okay, 50 was too much, so 8. I swear this is gonna be the last time. This is... Okay, that looks promising. I didn't quite see it, but we're paying attention now. Okay, this might be the one. We fucking made it. This was so frustrating. Okay, we're not even done yet. I can't even claim victory. Oh god. Right. Let's hope it looks good sped up. I think another thing we can do is try make the trail more visible, and that might give us some extra give it like extra oomph, right? And I also kind of noticed we catch the thing a little bit early, so our shields comes in a little bit early, so I'm gonna just replace it. Maybe make it a yellow tint. Yeah, we can give that a shot. We're gonna see if it works first, and then we're gonna give it a custom material so we can really give it like, so we can do it for both of them, because I'm having to use two different emitters for this. But it's a good suggestion. Let's see if we. Okay, cool. Let's try the first one with the yellow tint and then copy that on. Silly bot. 1.25. Oh, I have it on there twice. Silly me. One with the yellow tint. That's gold. It's kind of nice. If we can get a more cartoony trail, we'll be in a good place. 111. That does not look as good. Surely I don't need both of these on. Oh, they're two different things. I'm blind. Sorry. You know, this still might be one of the like top 10 coolest things I've made. So let's try this without the time thing and see if we can still hold on to that statement, you know. I feel like if the trail when it's firing could last a little bit longer, then we'd know that it's there. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't really see it move to the point. We know it does move to the point because we slow down time, but we don't really get it in the visual. So oh, I thought I needed this song for a sec. So if we do something like that, it stays there for a little bit longer. Because honestly, by the time we've thrown it, the next one is up and we just, I don't know, we can't really tell. I feel like that only made it worse somehow. Oh, that is smooth. Whoa, I didn't even know. But is that performant? I genuinely can't tell. Maybe 35 is a good balance. Oh, that's just on the return. Okay, so we have no reason to not be able to see it, but we know it's just not going to show up. And it does. All right, let's take off the trails. I think everything is working, so we can start having more fun and just getting off the effect stuff. But oh, honestly, that took way too long to get done. All right, this looks good. It looks a bit OP, so let's just go test this in hero test. We could use hero gym, but I don't want to have to spawn in a bunch of. Let's do it. I haven't checked up on this map in a while. Who should we go up against? I'm gonna say Tech Ranger. Put us on God mode. Oh wait, I wanted to test it. Yikes, brother, chill.
Recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate
Oh, you got us in the stun.
sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension of sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
We are missing like every shot and attack. Oh my god, what a twat. Guys, he's actually kicking our ass right now. I mean, I guess I forgot how we're supposed to use the character. Probably use this a lot to close the distance, and then we need to wait to not always get blocked by this stun. I mean, I like the way the ability works, but I feel like where we're testing it isn't very good. The wrong fucking map. Act like a snack attack. Good afternoon. What's up? Yikes. This lag is what's up. It had all that time to load everyone's abilities. I don't know what it was doing. Like, can you just... Oh, we're so gonna get... We're so dying. That one, that's a fine one. You see, I remember why I did the combo first. I remember why I did the shield throw first. Because while you're running towards the character, you're basically doing a whole lot of nothing. You can't really do any damage. But maybe that's my fault. Like, we have other tools we're supposed to use, like the lasso. So maybe I'm just not very resourceful, right? I missed it. Wow. Like, it looks good in this one. I can't deal with this lag. Did I use the lasso? Yeah, that's what I clocked. But lasso aim is a bit terrible right now. Keep in mind that projectile is supposed to slow us. But it worked there. And it worked pretty well. We're not seeing the shield. I mean, this map just isn't, performance-wise, it's just not great. At every given time, there's like 2 ults going on. Look right now, this shit is AIDS. I mean, I guess this is a good like performance map, right? Like if things run smoothly. Oh, he's dead anyway. He went straight into there. You know what? Now that I think about it, it was silly of me to think I could rework a whole character in one stream. I feel like I'm gonna be spending the rest of my week doing this. I think the last thing that we're gonna try to do is improve the ult by having like some kind of team buff sort of thing going on. Like one thing is the ult isn't great, and you use it when you're low health. It's just a damage boost, so you just end up dying. But if we give you a bit of health recovery and bonus health, I think that should be fine. I don't know if I have a different jump animation because her triple jumping and doing a front flip each time is not lore or physically accurate. But oh, for God's sake! Maybe there's something going on with my performance because this is worse than usual. Okay, we're so low health right now, and this is gonna take a while. So best we could do is probably get here and start healing. See, I missed it. Fuck. I'm just a terrible player, bro. This is embarrassing. Why is everyone... Half the time, I don't even know what's going on because we're lagging behind. Like... Let's check. Maybe I need a restart. But 10 gigabytes isn't that deep. 8 gigabytes is like the standard, so 10 isn't that crazy. Let's close this and the retargeter and this. I think we need to do a lot more work on the trail. God damn it. I saw that all coming from like a mile away, but it's nothing you can do. I think one thing that I want to strive for when reworking the character is not to replace their whole kit. I feel like that's taking the easy way out a little bit. And you don't really see games get to do this or do that much. Wow, 4-on-1. Oh my god. Crazy. They just let it get to a 4-1. Really like this new kit. Yeah, fair enough. I think we'll know in the playtest soon. At least now it gives me something to do because I want to get that done for next week and I still have a bit of time, but Brother, chill. God, holy lag. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of things like we'll block and sometimes it doesn't cancel the melee ability and stuff like that. And some our shield is like disappearing half the time, so I think these ones should be quick fixes. Mm, how many Vine Walls does Queen Laura have? She has 3. So you basically end up with 6 on the field if you have 2 Queen Floras, which might be contributing to the terrible frames. But I've tested this when it comes to I've tested it as a build version, and it's decent. So it's not even decent; it runs perfectly. Is it sword ability, block ability? Hello, where's the actual gameplay ability? Yuck. Ooh, another thing we want to do is the way we gain our shield regen is way too crazy. Like for Captain America, it's like 10 every few seconds. Well, not every few seconds, every few, like, is it milliseconds or whatever. So I don't want to do, we just need to slow it down a little bit. Because the gameplay key, that's why. Heroes, Warrior Woman, Shield Throw, Catch. So I think this should um assure us that the shield is always visible when we like block. And I also might do like a blocking effect, like some kind of barrier or waves around it. I don't want it to be too close to Captain America's in Marvel Rivals, but I feel like half the time I can't really tell when Queen Flora is blocking. How did I miss that? Well, it's not even that I missed it. The collision is just way too small. Okay, the second we're out of this, we need to get into healing. Oh, that slow actually worked this time. I feel like if I was better at either Magic or Captain America, I would have a better time playing warrior woman at this point. I'm just... What is Blood doing? Can we reach him? And he just disappeared. Alright, oh, okay. That was my fault. There's a small cooldown duration on the thingy. It's like 1 second. I'm gonna drop it to like 0.2 just so you can't spam it, but it's not gonna show up, I think. What do you mean, bro? That was all me. Don't do that next time. Don't steal the kill like that. Yeah, so you saw it now. We didn't have the shield. As soon as we put up the block, the shield came back. I feel like you might... I'm just going to read off my phone. You might have to balance all the stun effects in the game. Warrior Woman has one. Tech Knight has one. Yeah, you might want to reduce the time on these stuns and or increase the cooldown on one you see overused. Yeah. I think it's mostly... If I had to nerf one of the stuns, it would be between Queen Flora and Tech Ranger. Because the one for Warrior, like the one for Warrior Woman and Blue Justice, if you don't stun them, like this one is atrocious, but this is part of the ult. If you don't stun them, then like a lot of shit will go wrong with the abilities because they would be able to like use other abilities while doing that, and if they use the same move, it does this infinite, like between the two lasso moves, let's say two Warrior Womans lasso each other, you need to stun one of them, otherwise it's going to like fuck up the whole game and just crash it. Oh my god. No, I could save this. Fuck. This is the second time he's done that move on me. Each time it's just as impressive and embarrassing for me. Like, I think if I'm going to lower it for anyone, it's probably going to be Tech Ranger, because I don't know, maybe an electric shock doesn't need to be that long. Good God, what is going on? This is basically what Cap does in like Marvel Rivals, right? If I was a good Cap player, I feel like this is what it... Because half the time you would just be fighting, like the whole team will be dead, and you're just fighting one Cap who's holding everyone else. So here where I'm low health and I want to pop the ult, we definitely want some kind of health recovery, right? And I think that's what I'm going to work on next. Well, recent level hero testing. How much health regen do we think is appropriate? Let's see. If we do, what is 75% of her health? 300 times 0.75. 255 might be appropriate. I didn't even have to do all the thingy, the calculation for that. I could have just gone modifier. Oh no, wait, we can't even do that. We have to go executions. Gotta go to heal. Base heal, I believe. Actually, we should find out some more about Captain America's. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to copy too much, right? Like, let's get creative with it. I think I think a 75% health thingy is too much, but a 0.75, no, sorry, a 0.55 is good. And then we're gonna base that off max health of the source, or rather the target, just in case we want to share it. Okay, good. That shit did not do anything. Warrior Woman ult. We multiply additive values. I forgot how those ones kind of work, but this is gonna be insane. Many times today do I need to feel like I'm going insane? This is ridiculous. This should be straightforward. Literally every other. This is Lyra Hill execution, base heal, add base, and like a float value. That is all they did. This isn't a periodic effect, so I don't need thingy. I just wanted to like give you the damage boost and give you the healing, right? That should not be too hard. I'm also gonna do something for movement speed. Add base. Let's add like another 600 and see if it makes us any faster. Okay, we feel the movement speed for sure. It's active. I think we also need to reduce the time it takes for the thing to return to us. Like, we need to make that a lot quicker. Because it's nice that we can see it, but it's also a bit sort of slow. I think all we need to do is just drop the lifespan to 0.25. And that's gonna up the speed of everything. So if we get back into it, yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're getting to we're getting the timing off a little bit between the when the particle gets to us and when we catch it, right? So the whole thing happens in under under 0.5 seconds. So 0.9 here, 0.4. That should add up nicely, and maybe we also do like a catch. All right, I'd say that's good enough. We need to get back to working on the alts. For some reason, it just doesn't give us our health back at all. It's really weird. Base heal, source, snapshot. We're doing the exact same thing, but let me search it up. Execution. Unapplied when the effect is first applied to the actor. But to be fair, it's just kind of chatting what I said because the pieces of code that are triggered at a specific time. I mean, it's not like it's telling us when we can apply this thing. It's just giving us the execution. Oh, so maybe we can just do this. I'm like, after today, I'm really tired of trying to figure out why something isn't doing anything. I'm just going to take the easiest, shortest way I can to just solving the problems because yeah, that pissed me off. It should have been simple in theory, but yeah, it should have been simple in theory. Just always takes like always a pain to do though. Heal instant. What did it say we're gonna do? 165. All right, that's good enough for now. The movement speed buff is a bit crazy. You guys can definitely tell it's like we're basically ice skating all over the place. I need to rework the whole movement system or movement speed buffing system anyway. I don't think it works like this being a 75% increase. Oh fuck. God, we messed this up. Alright, so our movement speed right now is 600. We go to fill ultimate, we press Q, our movement speed is not updating. Oh no, yeah, base movement speed stays the same, but we don't have an effective movement speed. So let's try 150 and see if that helps a little bit. Hold on a second. I just realized when we do this, it is supposed to knock them in the air to your height too. What in God's good name is going on? Why is everything broken? I mean, that's better. That's more like it. But we might be doing it too high, so we're just going to drop this down to 500. There we go. We can actually hit this combo. Try doing the lasso and then uppercut combo. I know I've done it before, loads before, so I know it works well. So we do like this. And then we can do the Same one, like that. So I think when we do this one, because it's the harder move to do, I think we need to up the damage that it does. But for now, it's all right. I'll just have to remember to do that. Oh god, and I still haven't even done the shield throw and everything. I'm generally gonna do that like on off stream, so you guys don't see me crash out on stream. And I'm not even using that word lightly. Like I know people love to use it, but I'd be throwing tantrums and shit. Like if it gets bad today, it just gets so much worse when I'm by myself. But we make our way through. It's all part of the process, I guess. All right, so now we have the alt healing back. What we need to get done is, what was it again? Some kind of team area of effects type thing. So just before we get on that, I want to make a collision class and call it something like a new object channel called pawn only actor or something like that. See, the issue with world dynamic, which is really what it should be, is that it can be sensed in some traces. So I think I want to stay away from it. Default response is ignore. All right, so for the alt, we're going to, I don't know if we're going to have effects for this, but we're going to do a debug thing for the time being. And let's do just a, oh, what should the range be? About 18 meters? Is that too, you can't even do that crazy without increasing the height first. So they kind of just go hand in hand. Well, if that's the case, I might as well use the sphere completely. So this is a range of about 8 meters. I think we want to push it up to 12 meters. And then we can have a decal here. We don't have a decal for thingy, warrior woman. It's kind of tricky. Let's see. Custom. So we're just gonna give it a quick lifespan of 12 seconds. Promote a thingy, call it timer. Plug these in. Oh shit. I've never really used these properly, I'm just realizing. Um all right, so the question is how we're going to like activate and deactivate this ability. I think the easiest thing we can do is just spawn actor from class has authority for that. So now if we just quickly test this, we should at least see something. We're over budget again. But obviously this is ridiculous, but we can like fix this later. I mean, if anyone's got a better idea for the alt as well, this is the best time to put something in, because after I finished the rework for it, I never want to go back to working on like the alt again. It's just gonna get cemented. So okay, I think we have it set up so it lasts for 6 seconds, and then after 6 seconds, it's just going to destroy actor, right? But I don't think it was telling us anything about who we were overlapping with. So that's what we need to look for. So if we go in and out of the range, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, I think what I just did should solve that issue. And it did jack shit. Is it block that we need? Am I just confused on what we want? How did we miss that? We were right there. You feel like the old circle should be very subtle or completely invisible. Oh no, yeah, 100%. And yeah, I'm just gonna drop it when I have time to design another one. So it's just a placeholder for now. It just while developing, I kind of like to have a habit of just over exaggerating things before we get to the point where we like tone it down, just so we know. Oh god, because I really got to do something. You see, with I think most of the clutter is because of like Queen Flora, right? When we have two Queen Floras in the thing, it can get really messy really fast. You just have all these like flower beds everywhere, and especially when she uses her ult. So I can turn both of those down, but I think another good solution is just having more characters in the game, especially another support character. So I don't know, I think that would help too, because there's 5 characters and it's a 4v4 now, so pretty much there's always going to be a team Flora like most of the times. But once we get like another support character in, it should like be a lot more stable or a lot less cluttered. It just doesn't overlap with anything, does it? Oh man, I think I have so much content to make now based off all the reworks we've done. There's so much I could do. It's like this is why I need myself another laptop that I can just send the footage to. So when like I'm out and about or something, I could just I just say out and about. I feel so old saying that, but yeah, I can just go and like edit without having to be on the computer and like you just edit like do stuff quickly. I hate trying to open up CapCut here. It just I'll get distracted and all sorts of stuff. Why in is this not working at all? Okay, wait, let's look at this. If I put block collision and pawn detector actor and we try to go through it, I wonder this time would it work basing off how Unreal Engine does it with trigger. Because I know if I set this to world dynamic and it ignores everything and only overlaps with pawns, I know it should work, but I don't want that to be my solution every time. I want to create a new class for it. See? But like, I'm trying to copy the thingies of let's see. By default, pawn blocks world dynamic. But I need to base this off world dynamic basically. And every time I throw in a new collision type, it like ruins every. Whoops, that was an accident. I want it to be ignored. It ruins every other collision. I mean collision setting. There's gonna be a pain to go through all of them and change it. All right, I think that solved the issue. Good. So now we can just work on giving us like a buff to go with it. Where is the thingy? It's here. So we get our team subsystem, we compare teams, and we put our actors here. Other actor get instigator. And if they're on the same team, you get the instigator's ability system. And then we apply gameplay effect to target. So maybe we could do the same as the damage boost, right? And but I feel like 12 seconds is a bit ridiculous. Maybe like it should really be a case of while you're in there, you have the buff, and then when you get out of it, you get the debuff. I don't know if that makes more sense, or it should just be a buff that stays with you as you enter the area. But I think the thing lasts for six. I'm gonna put it for 6 seconds anyway. You don't want any effects on it. Okay, this is gonna be kind of hard to tell, so I'm going to put TDM, TDM on both of these. Just gonna quickly fill this out so we can get it to work.
Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Let's wait till she does a little bit of damage to. Ooh. And we totally missed him. Wow, she got us. We are. God forbid I have a no crash stream. Is the same pooling system error, isn't it? I can't think. This is ridiculous. This is like what? Actually, the radius seems fine. Fast. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't see the first message. I feel like it should encourage people to band together closely, so the AoE should be a bit smaller than other alts. I see what you're talking about now. This is so insane. It said line 38. So I can't even check if it's valid. How weird is... Does that make sense? I can't even check if the thing is valid. Even though multiple times we check, for some reason... But that actually kind of gives me a hint to what was going wrong with the thing. Hmm. I want to just try this pool eye instead. You're actually being funny. Like, you're actually joking around with me a lot, you know, like. I'm gonna build that later. Can't be bothered now. I'm hoping that I get this done before we do the playtest, because I think then it's guaranteed to crash. Like, we've gone how long? 3 hours, and we've only had a crash now. So I doubt it's gonna come up in the playtest, but you never like want it to happen in the first place. And plus, if it does, then like someone can just shout me or put it in like a feedback form or something. So I think it should be all right. Do you want to speed up, bro? Like, I'm I'm getting kind of tired, man. I should not have gone gym before, and it was leg day, and now I'm just gonna have a terrible next few days. It's gonna be great. Okay, where were we again? I really can't tell if it's doing the healing that well. So what I'm gonna try to do is let's open all of these back. If we give everyone that warrior woman thing, we know they're getting like buffed, right? What is this? All right, we see the effects on him, so we know that he's healed and he has the damage boost and everything. So that much is working. All right, I wouldn't say that that's it for thingy. What's her face? Warrior woman. I want to kind of try add a bonus health buff to it as well. So I think we're gonna add 50 bonus health. That makes sure she doesn't become too busted. Yeah, she probably will for a bit. We're gonna have to really work on balance and getting it done right properly. One thing that I need to do is make the bonus health temporary, so it doesn't like it decays after like 5 seconds or something. But it basically just gives you like one more hit. Alright, I think this we're gonna do the material, we're gonna play a game, see how it works, and then we're gonna call it a day after that. Uh yeah, there's still a lot more to do. I don't know why I thought I could do the whole reworking a whole character's kit in one day. You would think after years of game dev I would learn better, but it's whatever. This is now becoming one of my favorite things to do, is just figure out a good decal thingy. I feel like yellow is a good starting point. But we need it to be very see-through. And then we need something that gives us a clue about who or which character it is. So what is the icon for her ult actually? Yikes, this is terrible. I'm gonna see if I can find the folder where we do this. Okay, I think I got it. If we go into here, FFF, transparent, the best ones seems to be at Lork. It should be suited sold in my opinion. The perk is just something players have to realize. Yeah, if we even drop the ring opacity down a little bit, ring brightness. That might even help. I kind of want to get a replacement for her alt icon in, they're like an aura one. I need to learn how to start making these myself, because we're gonna run out of good pre-made ones eventually. All right, so let's see if there's anything we could use for thingy. Hear me out now. I'm thinking we could do, if we find a noise texture, take the rotation speed to 6 or something. Put the icon opacity. Huh. Because you can see it kind of move, but it's not a great look. I feel like red matches the color of the like sparks that come off her. So if we bump up the rotation speed, time doesn't really work in this one. The Warrior Woman Ultimate, where are we? Decal, let's replace it with what we have got. So hopefully this one is like subtle enough. Yeah, I can barely see it. You can see the ring pretty well. The ring is helpful, but you don't see the full thing. So I don't know. Do you now want to go and make the thing a little bit more? Or maybe if we make the ring a little bit brighter, the default ring brightness. 15 then. Yeah, this is a good level of soul, I feel like. Not as obvious as this one. Bloody hell. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So let's give this a go. Let's give this a final playthrough for today and see how everything's turned out. I'm gonna close everything so we have the best performance we can get. If there's any issues, we're gonna let me make sure this is saved. Mm, mm, mm. I think we can already see the Queen Flora in the enemy team a little bit. We know this is going to be another like match with a bunch of decals. Especially not attacking. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about these decals, man. Like, this one is fine, it's the way it should be, but maybe Ninja Man's one is too obvious. Even if it is a teammate's one. Maybe, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Sorry, Rapid. I really should wait for more teammates to appear because uh yeah. Be the only one left. No team still good. Just the Queen Flora. Oh, Rapid 2. I mean, I feel like it's better because it provides value now. Like, it heals the team and it gives them a damage boost. I wasn't really gonna do anything that gave like gameplay with it. You know what? I feel like, oh, this slow is crazy. That slow is really working. All right, I feel like what was I gonna say? Fuck, how did I forget? Rapid, you twat! Oh my god, what an awful move. Damn, no heals at all. Look how long it's gonna take for a healer to get back here. Shouldn't even take that long because she has the teleport ability. So unless it's not working for her, but ah, this stun time is incredible. Oh man, they're so annoying. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is with this new combo, I really like it because all the like characters, the movement isn't as predictable to where you can just melee them. So it's like in a way having that option to back away and like hit them with the shield for more damage is a good mix. There is like zero teammate sense fire here. Gonna see if we could try to get back up here. Oh my god. Oh fuck off. How did we... I'm gonna blame that on the lag for the fact that we missed all of that and basically just wasted the ult. Only thing it did is really just heal everyone. Okay, that combo went kind of hard, but probably because he was just kind of standing still. You know, I figure I can probably do a reflect ability on the what's it called? On the shield. Like, I think I know how to do it now, but I don't want to promise a feature that like today might take a lot longer for me to implement than it should. How did we miss both of them? Yo, where is my team? Oh my god, they're getting held up. Of course he did. I want to see the scoreboard 10-1. I feel like that's really up to her survivability then. What Loki do is have the ally explosive shuriken have an opaque white background to avoid confusion with the enemy explosive. Yeah. I'm gonna try that and do one more game and see if that makes a difference. Man. Said I was only gonna do 2 hours today and it's turned to almost 4. It's just easier to lock in. Explosive shuriken. So the opacity is still a bit too much. Way too strong. Oh no, white is not gonna look great unless we turn this down as much as we can. No, I don't think white is gonna look too nice. How about if the icon in the middle is white? I haven't programmed this too well because we can't. The opacity is tied together, so maybe this kind of nice. We could. Can maybe try this. Because this, yeah, this gives us a very like neutral color. So do we have a ninja man on our team? Okay, this is gonna be a good test. We don't have a Queen Flora. So I'm gonna see if I can really pull my weight as a vanguard and see if I can do something about healing situation. Maybe try to keep the team alive enough. But you see the way Rapid's just gone in, and Alcoholic Superman is just charging soon in. Like, we're not surviving this. Ow. That stun went crazy. Yeah, we're cooked, we're cooked, we're cooked. We're actually getting rushed 6-7-1 right now. I think it's kind of nice that without a healer, we're kind of getting a little bit bodied. Oh yeah, this guy's not making it out of here anytime soon. Every time that happens, he just yeah, GG no heals. Oh fuck, that was close. All we can do is just bump into here and just it's a lot more subtle now. I like it. It's a good touch. Yo, we're making a comeback. We're actually making a comeback. Oh, we were so close to dodging that. Oh, she's all. That's where they got the help from. I'm gonna survive this. I'm gonna survive this. And oh, 1 health. Literally, what? Oh my god. My god, this is annoying. We were so close to making the comeback, but how do I tell one of them to switch? I'm gonna check who's dropping. Yeah, we need to get Eliza to switch, bro. Like, but wait, no, Hubert is 2-7. God damn it, who needs? We need to spam switch in the chat. Ah, kill me. Rapid wall wasted. Oh, why am I stunned? I figure I should wait for this, but the timing is always off, so we have to give it like another 3 seconds. There we go. I just wasted an ult on you. Why would you? Ah, man, that's annoying. Oh shit. Blue Justice, you're kind of good with that one. But he's gonna fall to his death, so. Oh shit, he's not. The problem is he can't move while I don't have like flying movement, which is why I can't do any flying characters. Well, I can't do any full flying characters. Yeah, that was a dumb idea for me. I should have tried to like run away or something. This way. Yikes. That does not look good. God damn it. You know what? I also need to increase the charge time or the alt cost for Queen Flora because I put it a little low just to test, and we're getting hit with it too much. Are we putting up a good fight? We are not putting up a good fight. Manny is 4-9. Huber is 3-9. We're so cooked. But like none of those attacks were going through. Yeah. Yeah, that was good though. I think the suggestion for the white like opaque ring around like the explosive shuriken really helped the clutter. So yeah, I think we're good on that front. And there's still a lot more work to do. But we're gonna call that like tomorrow's problem and so on. Anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna end the stream here today. So thank you for joining, and I will hopefully catch you sometime next week, maybe. But join the Discord server and follow on YouTube and Twitch so you stay updated anyway.